Well, hello everyone, Texie88 here and welcome to another retro gaming review. And now I bring you the Krypton Factor, based on the Granada Television tough quiz that was hosted by Gordon Burns at the time of this game coming out, which, as you can see, was 1987. As you know, Dolmark had the rights to produce the game, and until I was looking for things I might give my critical eye, I didn't even know there was a game based on the Krypton Factor. Although I have to admit, given how complex the show is, it will be very interesting to see how it actually translates into a game, because there are some bits that I imagine will work a lot better than others. So, without further ado, let's find out if I'm a super person or whether I'm just going to embarrass myself in front of hundreds of millions of YouTube viewers. Please be gentle, this is only a game after all. Okay. Well, this is pretty good music, considering this is 48K. There was never a 128K version, according to what I've just researched. So, I'll take that back. Some of the notes in this music are pretty shitty. So you get all these digitized pictures of people you can pick. That's true. God. So you can pick one of these and it says you can actually change this stuff, but I can't get this bloody thing to work. Oh, bollocks to that. Right, I've selected a player. I can't be asked to piss arse around with that anymore. Yeah, that'll do. So it's got mental agility as the first round, and according to the instructions, I get a series of numbers between 1 and 9 to flash up on the screen. I've got to rearrange the numbers in my head into the correct numerical order and type them back in. Why do I get the feeling that's going to be a lot harder than it actually sounds? That's a nice graphic. It's very, very based on what the logo was in the original television program. You're all right. Get on with it. Press space to start. Oh, got it. That was actually a lot easier than I thought it would. I got the correct answer. Press space to continue. Yo, bloody hell. Oh, piss, I got one wrong. Oh, right idea, but I did 2 8s instead of 2 7s. Space for total scores even. Now I've got the observation round, and it looks like I've got to watch a story in the form of a scrolling message at the bottom screen, and I've got to look at a picture and read the story at the same time. And after all the story has been shown, pressing a key will show the story in the picture again, but with certain changes to both. The player will then be asked to enter the changes that they think have been made. And it tells me in the instructions how I've got to enter these. No, thank God I looked at the instructions. Yeah, right. Observations section. Yeah, bloody blah. That really doesn't look anything like Gordon Burns, I have to admit. God, this is going to be hard. Why did I agree to do this review? Because I'm a glutton for punishment, probably. God, this is actually really hard to read because it's got this very noticeable blurring as it scrolls past. Oh, friggin' hell, could this be any longer? I mean, I know it's quite long on the television programme, but it works in that mode. This is just painful to watch, literally. Oh, God. I'm getting a headache already. Right, now I've got to go through all that shite again and see what's changed. God. I can't remember anything. I can't remember anything from what happened before because it takes you bloody long to do everything, to scroll through this shite. Oh God, my head hurts. Oh dear, here we go. Here's the point where tons of YouTubers laugh their arse off at what I missed. Oh God, I can't delete. Oh no, that's how I delete. Great. Oh, I've cocked this up. Never mind. I know this is wrong. I bloody don't know. That's not how you spell Ariel. Oh God, this is. I know I'm going to do really badly here because I just completely forgot everything. Yeah, final scores. Oh God, I got 4 points there. Oh goodness me, that was hell. Please be gentle with me in the comments. This is only a review. I'm not really taking it seriously. So the next round's a response round. They've got things like the ergo buggy, which is a classic case of rubbing your head and patting your tummy. And Vidiwall, and where I test colour sense. Oh, bloody hell. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Because this game's already starting to do my head in, that's why. Press space when ready to play Mike. Boy, God. I wonder if Mike's surname is Hock, because I think he'd rather be having a laugh at that than being in this version of the show. Well, what you got to do is I've actually got to build up both those meters, but I have to use Q and A and O and P in an opposite order to each other, which is a lot harder than it sounds, and I'm not getting anywhere. Oh, now I'm getting somewhere. But can I get it over to the far side before that timer runs out? Seriously, who actually thought that the Krypton factor would make a great computer game? Someone did, and I'd personally like to punch their lights out because it doesn't work at all. In fact, it's so bad that even with the instructions, it's hell to play. Bad luck. You failed to complete the distance. No shit, Sherlock. Oh God, here we go. Here's this. So the square is split into 4 quarters, and in each quarter the TV sets can be either blank or showing a colour. One key in when the game starts, a random number of TVs in each quarter even, will then change their respective colour. The player has only a split second to press the key representing the colour in which most TVs of a colour are showing. Oh God. Why do I have it? So now the keys have suddenly changed to QZOM. Oh my God. Oh good, I didn't have to do that, probably because I missed out just trying to figure out what the bloody controls are. So physical ability. Why do I get the feeling this is going to involve waggling? So I've got to press 1, Q, Z and X for strength, stamina, arm power and leg power, and I've got to balance the height of bars to balance them out using those buttons. Oh my goodness. What the hell? Well, while it doesn't involve waggling, it's not. I don't really feel like I'm helping my character to win. This is boring as shit. I never thought that the obstacle course could be made so drab. And these graphics are surprisingly blocky. Come on, this is Spectrum. It can do better quality graphics. Now, look at that head. It looks like a blooming cross. Oh, God, that was so interesting. Mind you, if you actually read the instructions, even with those, you'd probably still be a bit clueless because they're so poorly explained and overly detailed. Thank God that's over. Running. Big joke. Nice joke. Running totals. So now it's the intelligence round. I've got a small squares containing a picture of a logo that's been chopped around and mixed around. Some the place will also been turned through 90 degrees. Oh, bloody hell. I've got to put all the small pieces into the large grid in the correct order and alignment to show the complete logo. Oh no. Q, A, O, P, M and 0 for delete. So I've got to shit. So I've got to make the Granada logo. No shit. Right. God. Shit. I've done that wrong. Oh, fucking hell. I've really fucked this up. Sorry, bad language. I know. Shit. I'm sorry that I dropped the F-bomb twice, but honestly, this is really giving me a bloody headache. How can you make this into a video game and keep everyone entertained? It's dull. Oh, God. We may still got the blocky supposed Gordon Burns giving you the frown in the corner. Intelligence complete. Those keys controls were really actually a lot more awkward than I thought they were going to be. When you said up, down, left, right, but some of those will actually rotate the pieces. If you're gonna, yeah, naught. Well, if you're going to do instructions, at least bloody get them right. It's hard enough with them when they're correct, never mind when they're wrong. Oh, great, general knowledge. And it seems like this works much the same way as Trivial Pursuit, also by Domark. Oh, God. One. I wonder if YouTuber John Gage is seeing this and laughing his head off, because I honestly wouldn't blame him. I mean, he usually does live streams on a Saturday, and he normally likes to finish with various different quizzes. And if he is watching, John, I beg you, for your own sanity, don't pick the Krypton factor. Oh dear. Who released an album entitled FLM? Oh, sugar, I haven't got a clue. Who released an album entitled Control? Was that Laura Branigan? Which star of the 1975 film A Boy and His Dog later starred in a highly successful television police series? I haven't got a clue because I haven't seen A Boy and His Dog. Oh, have I been pressing wrong buttons? No, I was not right, because I didn't have a clue. What was the name of the dog in Magic Roundabout? That was Dougal. Blooming drug addict he was. Was Mike right? Yes. What was the title of the 1932 film that contained real-life freaks and was banned for 30 years? I think that actually was called Freaks when I was looking at the BBFC website a while back. Yay! What was the real name of the horror actor Boris Karloff? Goodness knows. What is a femme fatale? It's a powerful woman in a story, or sometimes a sexy woman. But how to? Oh, sort of right, but since it's just a review, I'll just say yes anyway. I can't believe it actually has it, so you just have to say which pop group's albums include Disco, Please and Actually. Pet Shop Boys. General knowledge complete. Press space to see scores. Oh God. Can you honestly imagine up to 4 people crowded around a Spectrum playing this cack? No, nor can I. And if they did, they'd probably have walked off and done something else more interesting. Like, well, anything more interesting than this. And the winner of Computer Krypton Factor is Dave with a Krypton Factor of C7. What? C7? Oh, God. Well, it seems like the game's ended now, so I'm going to wind up this review. God, that was painful. So, that was the Krypton Factor, based on the Tough Television quiz show of the same name, released in 1987, and it cost £7.95 originally, and that would have been quite a lot for a kid in those days. Oh, God. I don't even know how I'm going to start reviewing this. Well, get the graphics out of the way. The logos between things aren't too bad. As you can see there, that's a pretty good rendition of the Krypton Factor, the logo, and at least the one that was in use at the time. Because the Krypton Factor did come back several years later, although it didn't have Gordon Burns this time, and it was about half the length of the previous episodes, and you didn't really feel like you could engage with the contestants. But anyway, back to reviewing this computer game version. The graphics on those are nice, but everywhere else the graphics are pretty basic, and on that physical ability thing, they're blocky as hell. I mean, I know it's an 8-bit computer, but come on, that sprite that I was sort of controlling was had a really pixelated head, and I don't quite know why it's that bad. Would it really have been? It's a shame because he's not all that badly animated in certain aspects and pretty badly animated in others. I mean, the way he was crawling across those necks, it didn't really convince. Sound, apart from that music, there's not really much sound to write home about, but then it's not really a game geared for that kind of thing. But I wasn't expecting sound, so I can't. It's sort of impossible to judge that really. But gameplay, I'm going to be brutally honest. There are only a very small number of bits in the Krypton factor that stood a chance of being successfully turned into a video game. The rest of them are a bit of a mixed bag, range from being a bit of a mixed bag to something that doesn't translate very well at all. I mean, the observation thing, oh god, that was a complete mess. I mean, I was actually struggling to read the text at the bottom of the screen because it was scrolling in such a way that it was really hard to read because of it blurring so much. And some of the controls outlined in the instructions are not explained very well. I mean, even in general knowledge, and the intelligence rounds, they cocked up the controls, and there are points where I was actually passing questions in general knowledge when I didn't actually intend to, like the first three when I was pressing space because I thought that's what I had to do. And the physical agility section. I mean, I know that. I know that there was that people didn't really like to have to waggle joysticks or hammer keys because of wear and tear, and people got fed up with having to replace their joysticks every week or every other week. But by not having that in the physical agility, you really didn't feel like you were helping your contestant to win, and it just sapped any excitement out of it. That was the part of the game that I thought was going to be the most interesting, and it was even that was dull. And I mean, the mental agility seemed to work quite well. In fact, I think that's the one that worked the best. But everything else, and just about the ergo buggy, although I still didn't, even when though it's sort of explained in instructions, I still didn't really have a clue what was happening because it was so verbose. Oh God, I just I just don't know what to say anymore. I'm completely lost for words. I suppose the intelligence round sort of worked. It's just a shame that the explanation of the controls in the instructions was complete and utter crap. I mean, it says up and down keys will cause the current square to rotate through 90 degrees. Well, don't say they're up and down in the actual description of the keys in the shortlist. Say that it rotates clockwise or anti-clockwise. Say that, not up or down, when it's not up or down. I mean, it's not difficult. I mean, I felt like in that one I was more handicapped by the fact that the instructions were complete bollocks than I wasn't being unable to complete that logo in time. I mean, yeah, it's up and down as well, but the actual the brief breakdown of the keys doesn't actually say that. So I really didn't enjoy that at all, and it just didn't work as a video game by and large. So I'm going to give the Krypton factor on the Sinclair ZX Spectrum 3 out of 10. It's boring, and by and large the format of the original television program just doesn't work when in video game terms. It ranges from being bland to being awkward to being unplayable to just being more fiddly than was really necessary. So I wasn't that impressed with that, but sorry this review's a bit long, but it's not like one of those games where it's just the same kind of gameplay throughout, so it couldn't really be helped. So anyway, even if you didn't enjoy this game, and I doubt you would, hopefully you enjoyed this review. Texie88 out.